Hi, I'm Tim Brandon with Alaska Legislative Digest, and welcome to Capitol Views. And today we welcome President Pat Pitney of the University of Alaska. Pat, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tim. Glad to be here.
Uh, President Pitney, it's been kind of a rough recent few years for the university, starting in 2019 when there were periods of steep budget cuts. But the university has persevered and is now sort of on the uphill. And maybe you could talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're very excited. This is the first year in 9 we haven't had to deal with a major state budget reduction, and just having that fiscal stability and support from the state has allowed us to turn around so many different activities. Our enrollment is on the upswing. This spring, for the first time, we have an increase in student enrollment. We're seeing strong progress for our first-time freshmen and new students in the fall. Early indications are we're up over over 6% in new students, and if we can keep that trajectory growing, it's great. We also have our peak have hit a peak. Hopefully not a peak. We've had the highest external research revenue to date at the university, and so strong showing. And it helped that the state has made investments in our drones program and critical minerals, recovery of heavy oil, mariculture, all of the things that have an opportunity to help the state's economy going forward. So a lot of really good signs, and looking forward to next fall.
President Pitney, maybe if we could drill down into the enrollment a little bit. Is there, for example, how would UAF compare with UAA, University of Alaska Anchorage, and UAS? And how would are there any programs that are showing particularly strong growth compared to previous years?
Okay. Well, we have UAF has seen increases in enrollment. At UAA and UAS, their community campus enrollments have been growing. Their main campus enrollments have not yet turned the corner to growth, but did not drop as much as we had originally projected for this year. What the good sign is on first-time freshmen and across all 3 universities. The number of new students coming in is up, and that bodes well for our future increases in enrollment. Areas of increase are the College of Business and Security Management at UAF has been strong. Our computer science programs have shown good increases across the board. Psychology and biology are both up at UAA and UAF. The College of Business and Security Management is UAF's business school, and they also do a lot in emergency management. Our community campus enrollment this spring and projected for next fall is significantly progressing. In the area of education, University of Alaska Anchorage started a pre-K to 3 elementary licensure program in education, and we're seeing strong enrollment in that program. So different places have different areas of increase, but we're expecting across the system a positive increase again in the fall. So
in terms of the research, are there any particularly types of research or programs that have been particularly strong, showing new strength?
We've got strong partnerships with the Department of Defense, where we can work on contracts in a more expedited basis. So And that's at UAF. The other areas are working with our satellite imagery and climate change research, Arctic climate change research, some Arctic domain and Arctic security areas are up. The critical mineral space is strong, and our drones testing and research space is very strong.
In the context of critical minerals, isn't this more also a partnership with the State Division of Geological Services? What does the university do? Then what does the state do, and how does that partnership work?
So it's three-pronged. It's industry, state, and university. And I think there's multiple areas of it, but it's both on the exploration, but also on the how do you, once you find the critical minerals, how can you get the actual mineral and element out of the ore in the most economical way, and then how do you do it in terms of the most environmentally proper and appropriate way. So then on the industry side, they're bringing their skills and their knowledge to, all right, how could we get this deposit? How could we build a production facility? So it's pretty in depth, and I think there's been a few hearings and lunch and learns on it as well. So
Good opportunity to go back, and that, by the way, so those are things that even after the legislative session, people can go back and find those presentations on the legislature's website, and university does a good job in presenting those things. Anyway, I'm glad things are going well at the university. I guess one area of strong growth, which should be mentioned, is the middle college program.
Oh, very much so.
You're
We
churning
have,
out.
yeah, about 2,700 students in Alaska are taking high school and college credit at the same time. And that really cuts down the time to degree and reduces their cost of higher education. And it's a partnership across universities and school districts that are really expanding and will expand again in the future.
Well, that's certainly a kind of a feeder for the university main programs, because having gone and picked up university credits, the kids are quite likely to stay with University of Alaska system.
Exactly. And we are seeing that pan out where more students choose to stay because they have a jump start on their degree. And one important statistic is 80% of graduates from throughout the University of Alaska system, whether it be at a community campus or at one of our three main universities, 80% are employed within a year of their graduation. And of the students who choose to go outside to college, only 25% of them come back. So if we want a workforce solution, keeping our students in state, whether it be at a community campus or at one of the three main campus of UAA, UAF, or UAS, it's important to a healthy workforce for our state.
Well, that's good news. President Pitney, thank you very much for joining us, and look forward to doing this again at some time in the future.
My pleasure.
More good news at the university. Thank you.
Thank you.